Hi, welcome to Something Simple and Light with Tolu Alao. In this podcast, we talk about three key areas: process improvements, manufacturing excellence, data analytics, and visualization. The goal of this podcast is to discuss practical ways to improve your operations day in, day out. Wow, there's so much to cover in these episodes, and I really hope that you pick one or two things that you can apply in your operations immediately. Fantastic. Let's jump into today's discussion.
So what are the building blocks of lean? And this diagram you can see here is called the house of lean, right? It's a very, very important diagram. And there are a couple of things I will emphasize here. So of course, the first part is the foundation, and the foundation to any successful lean implementation is change management. In fact, if you remember at the beginning where I talked about, lean is not just a set of tools, is a mindset, is a way of thinking. Many times people do not understand that what makes lean or any process improvements implementation successful is not giving people the knowledge, just telling them this is what needs to do. There has to be some form of culture change, some form of you know change in mindset, change in behaviors, right? And this is where change management comes in, because without that cultural change, your tools, your techniques, and all of that fails or deliver like at the beginning. In fact, it's dead on arrival. So you want to be able to, you know, ensure that there is already a mindset, right, of continuous excellence, of operations or manufacturing or whatever excellence you want to have, right? People always want to get better. People do not see change as, something that is not to be welcome. They are comfortable with status quo. And so the foundation, right? And one of the first culture shocks. So if you are quite familiar with, this lean mindset and all of that, of course, it started properly in Toyota. Toyota is a Japanese company, right? So when Americans now wanted to, implement lean and try to compete with Japanese car makers and all of that, so they assumed at first that all they needed to do was oh, use this tool, use that tool, do this, do that, and they failed at first because at the end of the day it was not just about the tool. If you don't have a mindset for working with people in a team, for collaborating, for a mindset of value, a mindset of eliminating waste, right? You're always going to have excuses why it's not going to work, and people are always going to come up with defenses. And this is where change management is a critical part of your process improvement journey, right? You will spend some time in module one to talk about some change management principles. You might like to revisit that if you've not looked at it. But this is something that's very, very important. All right. Another part of this in Lean is 5S, and we will take each of these and talk some more in depth. So we have visual controls, streamlined layouts, right? Standardized work, batch size reduction, working in teams, quick changeover, point of view storage, and I will just go through each of them quickly. In the next slide, of course, we have value stream mapping here, which is also an important part of Lean. All right.
Fantastic. I trust you've been able to pick something from today's episode, and I look forward to hearing about your success. For more content like this and to keep in touch, you can follow me on LinkedIn at Tolu Alao. You can also subscribe and follow me on YouTube, also at Tolu Alao. Until next time, just give me something simple and light.